Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I did a contour video this time. Oh, don't do it. Nobody's coming. This is Bear. Not the time. This is not your turn. We talked about this. Okay. I did a contour video and I tried to make it short and sweet, and I'm trying different things and doing voiceovers, and I hope that this was helpful. If you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. If you would like to see more of Bear, great. If not, also great. Bear is a special needs dog, I think, as in he has special needs. He doesn't know how to cope with life in general, and that, you know, that's okay. We still love Bear. I mean, like, no one else would take him in. I mean, at this point, I mean, he's about to be 6, and, you know, he's getting a little gray around his snout, and he's constantly making weird noises, and I think his paranoia has, like, ratcheted up to, I mean, there's no one in the room with us. Who is it? Is there someone here? Do you need a little makeup? I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoy. And as always, please subscribe so I can keep making these videos that seem to take me forever to do, and trying out some new things and fun things. And if you guys have any looks that you'd like to see, I would love that if you could let me know and let Bear know. And maybe next time you can meet I have a cat and I have a bearded dragon, and she's super pissy, but she's fun. And yeah, so just keep watching if you'd like to see how I got this look. I already had my eyes done, so we're gonna turn it over to voiceover Lindsay. We'll see how she does. Let's see what she's up to. I bet she's pretty cool. What do you think, Bear? I bet she is. I bet she's pretty. Alright, so I'm going in with my Mario Badescu, I think it is, rosewater. Yeah, there you go, Lindsay, do that. Rosewater spray, and I'm spraying that all over my face. Obviously, it's a toner and skin prep, so it's really nice. And then I'm going to go in with my foundation, which is MAC Studio Sculpt in the color NC20. And I'm going to start applying this with a wet or damp beauty blender. These are the Real Technique sponges, and I really like these. Just going to start tapping it in. I like to start at my chin or around my jawline and work my way up my face. For some reason, that's just what I do. And just little by little tap it in. And I definitely like beauty blenders compared to brushes with most foundations, because you get a more seamless application, and especially tapping it in like this, it helps apply your makeup pretty seamlessly. And I think you get the best wear and the best coverage by doing that. And I did speed this up a little bit, but I wanted to kind of show that I do spend a lot of time blending out my makeup, because that is very crucial to not having really cakey and weird looking makeup throughout the day. And so I always really take care to blend, especially around my eye area and my nose area, to make sure that I don't have any creases or any spots that are going to bug me. Alright, Next up we have concealer, and this is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and obviously you're never going to see it because everything is pale. And I really like this concealer, but I think it's the color Fair. I can't find it right now. I don't know if you can hear my cat screaming, but she's an idiot. Anyways, I go in underneath my eyes. I do this on everybody, but usually I have, you know, bags and dark circles under my eyes, so I always use this pattern here, and I always bring it down a little bit because I have a round face shape, so I like to elongate my face, and then I'm going in on my cupid's bow a little bit to brighten that up, give it a little pop. I go down the center of my nose. I kind of have a button, bulbous kind of shaped nose, so I try to stay off my tip a little bit, but you know, I end up doing whatever. And then I go on my forehead a little bit. And then I also sometimes will like to mix in the Kat Von D Whiteout concealer, and it's just the color white, and I will tap that in. I never like to go in straight with it without putting my other flesh toned concealer with it. I feel like it washes me out too much, but I'm pale enough I can do that, so sometimes I have to kind of mix and match here. Alright, now I'm going in with the second damp beauty blender and starting to blend this in. I start on my nose usually because there's not as much product there, because I've obviously got a lot more going under my eyes, stupid hair in the face, and start blending that out to where it's just kind of blends into my foundation more. And then I start going in under my eyes and just tapping it in and using the corner of my beauty blender to get all the way up in there in my tear duct area. My eyes are really watery. I'm wearing fake lashes, so I don't know what the deal is. I'm not emotional. I am emotional. Who am I kidding? But that's beside the point. Just tap this in. Look amazing. And yeah, you just want to blend it to where you can't tell that, hey, I got this whiteness right here on my face, basically. And see, it's already brightening up my face. I don't know why I keep saying my face with that kind of tone, but whatever. Check yourself out in the mirror a little bit. Make sure you don't look crazy. Oh, look at our face. We are glowing, positively glowing. Alright, we've got our foundation and our concealer on how we want it. And so now we need to set this. So I love this powder. It is super cheap, and I get it at Walmart, and it is the Coty AirSpun powder, and I use the color Naturally Neutral, and we gotta shake it like a Polaroid picture to get it out. And this big old powder puff, and I like to dab this into my face. And if you have large pores or deep set wrinkles or anything like this, I find that this helps fill those in. Sometimes it can draw a little more attention if you probably have, you know, a lot of texture on your face, but for me, around my nose area, I have a lot of pores, and I definitely like to fill those in a little bit. So set around there and get it where it's not so tacky, and just roll that into my foundation. You can also use your beauty blender for this, but lately I've been loving this powder puff to do this. It really gets the powder in there and sets my face for the day. Right now, if you're feeling just a little bit extra, you can go in with the Kat Von D Brightening powder, and I use the color Petal. It's kind of a soft pink color. It's very finely milled, so I really like to do this underneath my eyes to just really, I have a problem with creasing under my eyes, and also just greasiness, I guess. I don't know, I'm like a old taco or something. But anyways, so I'm taking the Kat Von D powder brush also. I think that's the powder brush. Who knows? It's gorgeous, whatever. And whoa, lots of powder, too much powder. And going in under my eyes and a little bit all over my face. Sometimes I just get happy with it, you know. I mean, this is your canvas, this is your face, you do what you want to do. And sometimes I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to put it all over my face. And that's what I do. So there you go. It's beautiful. So now it's time to unmoon this face because we are bright as the moon, child. Alright, I'm going in with my chocolate Soleil bronzing powder. I think this is the color medium. I'm never prepared for these things. And a duo fiber brush, and I just start buffing that into my cheeks, kind of like where I would put my contour, but basically this is just to warm up my face because obviously I'm like a dinner plate right now, right? But yeah, so just buff that in, get the color you want. Try not to get something that's too orange. And this is just right on the edge of too orange for me, but it works for what I'm going for anyways. And yeah, so just kind of follow along your cheekbones there, along the side of your face. If you have a forehead and don't have like an 1.5 inch gap between your eyebrows and your hairline like I do, go ahead and bronze your forehead. Do that normal thing where sun would hit you there. I mean, just that's kind of like what this is. We got that sun-kissed look is what we're going for. So, and I like the duo fiber brush for this because I feel like it kind of diffuses it and doesn't give me that harsh line where it looks like I just took a Cheeto and rubbed it across my face. You know, I mean, if that's what you're into, you just rock that look. Alright, now for some real contouring. I'm going to take this medium contour from the Lorac Pro palette. Contour, what? Show it to me, Lindsay. Okay, there you go. Lorac Pro, or Lorac Pro? I don't know. But it's the medium shade. I'm going to take this on an, nose itch, and an angled brush. And this is just from the Made You Look collection. And I am contouring. Go underneath your cheekbone there. You can kind of feel, even if you've got a fat squishy face like me, you can feel where your cheekbone's at, or you can suck in your, lips and do that whole jazz, but you'll just kind of know. I mean, just figure it out. Just do this part on your own, okay? You got this. I believe in you. You've got it. But yeah, that's it. Just, you want a color that is not too dark. I mean, this kind of looks darker on the camera than it does in real life. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I walk around and my life is a lie, who knows. But yeah, I'm going a little deeper than I usually do just so you can kind of see, but just gently buff that in. Little small circles works best for that. But I like to use kind of an angled brush because I feel like it gives me that cut that I want, to where it kind of looks like I actually do have cheekbones, even though I don't, because obviously my face, oh my god, this stupid cat is just like, I got a moon face, and I'm okay with that, it's okay, it's just whatever. Sometimes I tap and I mix. I don't know what I just did because I filmed this like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and yeah, just if you get a little crazy with it, got too much, just go back in with your powder. That's what we have it for, ladies. Just tap over that and make it look nice. We make no mistakes here. Just happy accidents. Apparently this is a really good song. Not really sure what it is. Oh yeah. Get it. Yeah. Yeah, you're an idiot. Alright. Sometimes when I feel even more extra, I like to go in with that Coty AirSpun powder, or any translucent powder will do, and take this is just that Real Techniques Diamond Beauty Blender, and I like it for that because it's got a real big flat edge, and I'll kind of carve out my contour. And what that means is I'm giving myself more of a sharp contour, which I always end up blending it back. But this is if you go too far down to your jawline, you just kind of made a little bit of mistakes, or if you just want that, hey, I'm walking the drag runway, you do that, you just be yourself, man, okay? I mean, obviously. And then I like to take this little tip and go down the bridge of my nose for whatever reason, because I think I already did that. I'm too busy singing and living life right now. Got my 90s jams on. Going back in with this Lorac Pro palette and using the light contour on a big fluffy like eyeshadow brush. Don't know what it is. Blow on it. That's super sanitary. Do that every time. And I'm going to contour my nose very lightly. I don't do this a lot. I just kind of wanted to show you guys, you know, that you can do this, because my nose is definitely shaped super weird. So I don't do this a lot. I just sometimes will make the bridge of my nose a little bit smaller and try to wrangle in the little bulb on the end of my nose, but you know, you don't have to do this. This is just an extra step. This is the extra stuff, and this is one of those really, I'm cool and I look like I'd actually do beauty blogs brushes, but it's actually just kind of a piece of crap because I broke the first one that I got. But it's really skinny, and I'm going and taking a highlighter down the bridge of my nose. Whatever, it looks like a toothbrush. Just get a toothbrush, do that. Contour some more, and yeah, I would not go heavy on the contour on your nose though. You know, I mean, nobody likes that. We just, you know, love your nose. This is basic. We're trying to be a little bit basic here, but I'm just trying to make mine not look so light bulbish. Alright, now that we've kind of let that powder set for a minute, we're just going to brush it off and reveal our nicely cut contour now. I'm taking some of the NYX Taupe blush and going along my contour just to deepen it up. This is my favorite contour. It's a gray toned brown, and it actually really mimics the shadows on your face very well, and it's good for just about any skin tone, I would say, especially us pale folk. So yeah, I just always go in with this one even if I don't use the extra contour. Blush time! I love this blush. It is the Urban Decay Bittersweet blush, and it is purple, and it is amazing. I thought it would be a lot more severe than it is, but it turns out to be kind of just a really bright pink on my skin tone. And when I put blush on, I like to take a big fluffy brush. I believe this one's by Real Techniques, and just kind of tap it in because I don't want to overload my face, especially with a color like this because it is very pigmented. Now, if you have a lighter blush, you can go, you know, sweep it on a little more, but always err on the side of caution with this one. And the moment you've all been waiting for, highlighter. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild palette. Look at this. It is gorgeous. I always get asked about my highlighter everywhere. And this color that I always use is Purple Horseshoe. And it is everything. Oh God, I can't say enough good things about this highlighter. Maybe it's too much for everybody else, but I like to look like an otherworldly alien when I highlight, so it is just enough for me. And I always take this, and you want to brush this right at the top of your cheeks. I take it down the tip of my nose a little bit just to give me that little bit of glow, and sometimes I'll just use my finger, and I definitely do my Cupid's bow because I think that is super cute. It's very in right now, and yes, I'm living for it. But wait, that's not all. Unleash the power of the pyramid. You can't really see this, but this is the Kat Von D highlighter palette. I don't remember what it's, the Alchemist palette. And I'm going in with the color, this purple, whatever it is. And I like to highlight my highlighter because why not? I mean, life is too short. So I'm going over the highlighter that I just put down and putting this highlighter down and making it blinding. I mean, I want people to fall over because they can't look at me straight on. Like, you need sunglasses to look at me because I have that much highlighter. I'm a highlighter junkie, and I usually do the same kind of thing, but I get a lot of compliments on this highlighter when I'm out in public. The way it hits the sun is very iridescent, and it's just magical. So it makes me feel like a little unicorn. So yes, girl, yes. Aussie show. I mean, Twiggy's here. She hates bear. You want to be a part of this? Huh? Yeah, you want to be a part of this? Okay, no. We can't all love each other. That's okay, you know. This is my life.